What is up, guys? Happy Wednesday. Oh my gosh, how are you guys doing? I hope you're having an awesome week so far. If you do not know who I am, my name is Nadja, aka the VoodooChild. Those were all of my links. And this is a TRIBETEA segment, basically when my tribe members, aka my subscribers, send in their stories, give advice, all that jazz. And this is a live segment. Hold on, let me put the chat on the screen. I see you guys starting to come in here. This is a live segment, okay? We do this every Wednesday at around anywhere between 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to maybe around like 4, okay? If I'm doing really bad, but today is a good day. I am here somewhat on time, okay? What is up, guys? I see all of you guys funneling in. I don't know if you guys can, well, obviously you can peep. I have a different backdrop today. I'm in the process of making a new one, so we're just gonna have this for now. You can see a little bit of my office over here. But yeah, that's just what's going on. Make sure you're streaming this in 1080p or you're watching this in 1080p, okay? We are in HD today. What is up, everybody? Shout out to Nyala. Shout out to all the mods in here. Shout out to Lyric, Mio, Aaliyah, David, Irene. Who else? Who else is in here? Ebony. Who else? Melda. Shout out to Victoria for the donation. Thank you so much for the super chat. They said, I love you, girl. It has been a minute. I am working at a day camp. Ooh. And these children are a mess. No, I bet you they keep you busy. Thank you so much for stopping by. That is crazy. I keep forgetting it's summer now. So of course you got to put them somewhere, right? But thank you so much for the donation. You guys do not have to donate, but I appreciate it every single time, especially the way the world is going these days. And shout out to Alexis in the chat. She said she just moved from Jacksonville from Oklahoma. If y'all don't know, I'm a Florida girl. I live in Jacksonville. I hope you enjoy it. The weather is awesome. A tip for me, if you want to get out and stuff, every first Wednesday of the month, there's like a little festival thing in downtown Jacksonville. And then every second Tuesday, I think it is, of the month, there's one at the beach. So they already had the one at the beach already, both beaches. But yeah, look up little stuff like that. Get acquainted, hit the beaches up, go to Big Talbot, Little Talbot. It's actually really nice here. I'm like finally started to romanticize my own life and like living here and being grateful of like the area and shit like that. Because going to Miami was like a really big eye-opener for me. But yeah, I hope you enjoy living here, girl. And if you guys want to see my little Miami trip, I'll put it at the end of this live. You know, you could do that. And y'all, if you see me glitching or anything like that, make sure that you have the settings turned to 1080p and it should chill out. Okay, it should chill out. But I'm gonna stop rambling because I want to get into these stories because we have about 1, 2, 3, 4 different stories today. They're long, very long. So apologies in advance. But there's 2 of them that I've been meaning to read for some time. The one is the 20 plus years of toxicity. We were going to read that last stream. But it was just too long by the time we got to it. So I'm going to read that today. And then this one has been resent to me and I've seen it a few times, but it was just really, long. And then they resent it to me and they like condensed it. And like, I was really interested in this story. So I'm glad that they did that. And it is called, I should have made this the title. It is called, My Father Has a Secret Family. Now, any of my African and Caribbean kinfolk out there, look, that's not too much of a crazy story, but I'm always interested in people's family quarrels. I'm sorry, I'm just very interested. And then the third story is, I was being played by a manipulative demon. This was also sent to an old email and resent to me. So thank you so much for resending your story. And then the last one is called Nosy Neighbor, Am I the Bad Guy? Like, am I being a Karen or are these people out of freaking pocket? Right? Well, look, As long as and y'all are saying y'all could still see the glitch. As long as the words are smooth, that's all that I really care about. So thank y'all for letting me know the audio is good. But let's get into it because I've been wanting to read this Secret Family one since like 2021 during quarantine. And yeah, thank you so much for being patient with me and letting me get to it. So, my father has a secret family. Let me make sure the music is do we have music on? Do we got music? We got music? Okay, bad. Here, I'm probably gonna turn the music off. Ooh, y'all. Oh, hold on. I gotta, Brad, don't judge me. I got this big ass water bottle. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. I had some in my throat and I'm about to read. These are some long stories. Okay? So, my father has a secret family. Oh my God. They sent me. Okay, I had to make sure that y'all couldn't see my screen. On the screen, oh my God. They sent me a picture of like somebody's baby. I don't know whose baby this is, but this is the most adorable looking baby. Like, so cute. So cute. Hey Nadja, I am usually a person who sits back and watches all of these crazy behind tribe TVs. I am a very shy person, so I don't usually do things like this. I would like to keep this anonymous, so please use fake names. You can call me Kiki. I am a Capricorn, and at the time I was 19 years old. Now they should be around like 21. Shout out to all of the Capricorns in the chat, okay? Shout out to all of y'all, all my guys. I want to shout out to all of you guys that said that you have the same water bottle as me. Because goddamn, that shit takes a lot to drink all that thing. But anyway, shout out to all the Capricorns. So make sure you put and if you're new here, make sure you put your sign in the live stream chat and put it in the comments below, okay? So you can call me Kiki. I currently live with my dad, my brother, and my grandmother. My dad's side is Haitian, by the way. Same here. Shout out to all of my Haitians in the chat. Shout out to all my Zoes. Shout out to all my Caribbeans in general. So I've lived with my mom for the majority of my life. We don't have a good relationship, but that's another story for a different day. My mom has 5 kids, including me. I am the oldest, so I always had to take responsibility and watch her kids. Damn. I would cope with screaming babies in my ear all night. Oh my God. And I would cope by ranting to my dad through text about how I hated my life here because I could not do anything. Then that's messed up because you didn't decide to have them babies, right? Like that was your parents' grown ass decision. So that's messed up. So the end of my junior year in high school, my brother and I finally moved with my dad to ease stress on my life. At the time, my dad was with his current girlfriend of 4 years. We will call her Sarah. Sarah is my dad's close friend's sister. So me, my dad, Sarah, my brother, and my grandmother are all living at my grandmother's house because she wasn't working and my dad has to help pay my grandma's bills. But in the meantime, they're currently looking for a house. In the beginning, everything was finally going good in my life. I could focus graduating high school, and although my grandma's house isn't the perfect house, I have my own room and space. Now, my dad is a Cancer, and Sarah is a Scorpio. Oh, so they probably just be feeding off of each other. Shout out to all of my Cancers and my Scorpios, by the way. Shout out to y'all. Make sure you put your sign in the chat. Hold on, I'm about to text Daniel something. Okay, my bad. Excuse me. Sorry. Okay, so Sarah, the girlfriend, was a struggling hairstylist, so she always pressed my dad about money. Not a struggling hairstylist. You ain't have to do her like that. Talk about a struggling hairstylist. Child, that's messed up. My dad works in the medical field and makes decent money. So to sum it up, she always said that we were her kids, but I knew she wanted her own with him. She was pregnant before, but unfortunately had a miscarriage. My dad was always strict about not having any more children. They went on for some time, but soon was arguing every night, and she moved back with her parents. Damn. Also forgot to mention that a little before this, one day she randomly took my phone and looked through my messages and found out I was talking to a girl. So I was forced to come out to my dad, oh my God, as bi. And I wasn't ready. Oh my God, what a bitch. Why would she do that? That's so messed up. Like, girl, you're a guest. Like, That's so messed up. My dad didn't waste any time and he just moved on from the relationship. I told him that he's moving too fast, but he assured me that he left Sarah emotionally before actually leaving. The fact that your parents just have you so involved in their business, bruh, like when it comes to that, and like, shoot, my parents did the same thing. Well, mainly my dad did it with that type of stuff. Like, why does the kid even know all of this stuff of you being emotional? Like, come on now. So his new girlfriend, we're going to call her B. She's another Scorpio, by the way. She is Puerto Rican, who is from New York, who just moved to Florida. Damn, so we just all be having the same freaking story. I feel like I said this on another stream. We just all have the same story. Like, damn. Damn. And y'all said, she's grown. Somebody in the chat says she's grown. So, like, maybe that's why they feel comfortable saying that to her. But, like, I don't know about y'all. I still feel like that's, like, a weird boundary. Like, I don't want to know the intricacies of it, Like, you can tell me the bare minimum. Yeah, me and Sarah are no longer together. You're not going to be seeing her anymore. Like, and if you were to be like, well, why? What's going on? Look, I prefer not to discuss that, with my kid. Like, I don't know. Let me know. What do y'all think? Do y'all think I'm being a little too posh? What do y'all think? Let me know in the comments. So, he has a new girlfriend now named B, who is Puerto Rican and from New York, and she just moved to Florida. By the way, why do y'all love moving to Florida so much? Bro, we all So, she has 2 kids. She has already had 2 kids. And my dad fell for her very quickly. And deep inside, I knew this was not a good thing. One day, she was picking my brother up me and my brother up to go hang out at her apartment. Now, she would always call my dad a certain name. It was still his name, but a longer version. For example, she called my dad Jonathan, but his government is John, which didn't seem like a big deal. But literally, everyone calls him John, and that's his name on his birth certificate. So when she came to pick us up, she'd be referring to my dad as Jonathan, and we always look at her weird. My grandma always called him by his name, which was John. So we all went to the car, and she was normally very loud and talkative, but she was very quiet, and I could tell her energy was off. And then she called her mom, but they were speaking in Spanish, so I couldn't understand, but she was crying. What is going on? Like, I'm a little lost. I'm a little lost because why? I'm going to keep reading. So, B has a lot of trust issues due to a toxic marriage. So during her and my dad's relationship, she always wondered why he kept in contact with a certain ex. This was also a problem with Sarah. And my dad could never let this woman go. Why do you know all your daddy's tea? And at this point, you were only 19. Like, you are you're a teenager and you know all your daddy's tea. This is crazy. Wow. So my dad and B's relationship did not last, of course, due to moving too fast and lack of trust. So, like, what was the whole John and Jonathan thing? Do you think your daddy was, like, lying to her about his name and stuff and, like, giving a fake identity or something like that? Like, what do you think that was about? What was she crying about? Like, that was really weird. I don't know. That was weird. But whatever. So where is this other family at? Like, who? Because now in my brain, I was like, were those 2 kids that B brought around? Like, was that his kids? I don't know. So again, my dad didn't waste any time talking to different women. telling us about different women. I had his location on, so he's been to different people's houses for a week or so and has been telling me about a new girl. They seem to be going serious. Okay, look, I'm not no therapist. I am no therapist whatsoever. But if you guys have been watching my medicated diaries on my channel, y'all can go look at it either in the story time playlist or in the medicated diaries playlist. But yes, Nyala even said it in the chat. There are no boundaries here. And this is an example of enmeshment. And I had somebody ask me what that was. And I got that term from the Adult Children of Emotionally Immature Parents, that book that I showed on my medicated diary series. And it's basically borderline like emotional incest, kind of, when like your parents just want to be so enmeshed with you to the point where you're taking on these adult roles. And you even said, again, not trying to play therapist, but you even said like, even with your mom, you played that adult role of raising all them damn kids and like all that shit, you know? So it's like, he probably knows that that was your role self. So he's like, okay, well, I'm going to use that over here. And it's continuing to treat you kind of inappropriately, you know, just like how your mom was treating you inappropriately. Because I don't know about y'all, but I don't know about my daddy's secret lover, you know? Like, I don't know. I don't know, y'all. Let me know. What do y'all think about that in the comments? Let me know. And yes, we're still in the first story. So, as I said, I'm a Capricorn, so I don't communicate with my emotions as much, and I'm very close but distant with my dad. So on April 8th, 2020, and it's usually people that are like that. I wish I had the book on me right now. But basically, it's a certain type of enmeshment, and it usually comes from this particular parent. It's either the parent who is overly emotional and like uses the child to soothe their emotional needs, or it's the distant parent. I'm your homie, I'm your friend, let's get fucked up, like, oh, you know, I could talk to you about that. It's usually one of those two. And it seems like you got the homie, because you said that, you know, you and your dad ain't really like cool like that, you know. I really advise y'all read that book. It'll really help you navigate relationships easier. So I'm very close but very distant with my dad. So on April 8th, 2020, I get a random message on WhatsApp. It's an hour before I had to go to work. I was literally reading this long ass message in the shower. So basically, when I lived with my mom, I would always visit my dad on my school and sometimes summer breaks. So we were hanging out with him, and he showed us someone he was talking to at the time. Mind you, this was way before all the women I stated above. Then why you stated them, I have no clue. But this woman was white and had a daughter. I don't really remember much about her because this was in 2012, and I never knew what happened to their relationship. I just figured they broke up. I'm not sure how she found my WhatsApp. That last time I talked to her was in 2012. She told me something so shocking that I still can't believe. She said I had a half-sister and that my dad has kept it from me, but always promised her to tell me about it when I get older. And I'll put the screenshot here as well. And yeah, she did send me the screenshots, but like, out of respect to keep it like truly anonymous, because there are babies involved, I'm not going to put it on the screen. You know, I'm not going to put it on the screen. But, yeah, basically it's just this woman talking about this little girl and says she always asks to see your pictures. Man, your daddy ain't shit for this. So I asked for your dad. He decided last year that this was just too much for him and decided to retract himself from her life. So the daddy has been in this little girl's life this whole time. And I feel like that's still not good enough because you're denying her in front of everybody else. You know, that's still not good enough. Like, man. So now she has no ties with your dad's side of the family. I'm still not 100% sure if anyone even knows her. No, damn. Damn. She said, my end goal is for her to form a relationship with you. This, however, is entirely up to you. I know times have changed because it's C19. She said, I've tried reaching out to you on Instagram. Damn. She said, you probably don't remember me. Wow. And then look, it's a picture of little old you. Wow. She said, I literally thought it was a joke or a prank. My dad has a 5-year-old. And so if he has a 5-year-old and you're 19, yeah, bruh. Almost being late to work, I jumped in my dad's car. As he's taking me to work, I had no emotion. I felt nothing. I tried to make casual convos so he wouldn't ask me what's wrong. I had to work an 8-hour shift, and those are the hardest hours I've ever had to work. To be honest, I still do not know what to make of the situation. My dad doesn't know that I know, and I told her not to tell him. We can call her Anna. Anna lives on an island in England. Boy, dude, wow. This man done planted seeds for real. What the fuck? Which is why I think he was able to hide it. I guess I'm still in shock because I had no idea. He always talks about my mom having so many kids with different men, yet he has a child that no one has ever heard of. I wonder if your mom knew his tea. I truly can't feel anything. I can't cry about it because I just feel so empty. A part of me is happy that I know, but another wishes she never would have told me. This is something I should have heard from my dad. We always joked about him not having any more kids. Because I'm 19 and my brother is 14. Yo, daddy ain't shit for denying. That's so fucked up. He's also been in the process of getting a vasectomy. Oh my God. And y'all said, why was the white lady okay with her child being kept a secret? The white lady assumed that everyone knew, except for the daughter and AKA the person that is sending this in. But nah, the daddy didn't tell nobody. Now you're probably wondering why I told you about the 2 previous girls. My dad got with Sarah before getting Anna pregnant. He got with Sarah in 2013 and got Anna pregnant in 2014. So he cheated on her. He cheated with B also, and he was ready to play the father position with her kids, but cut ties with Anna, not even caring about his own. My dad's the best father he can be to me and my brother. He's there emotionally, financially, and physically. So it's crazy to me how he can ignore his child even if she's in another country. Well, you said y'all aren't that close, and I'm, again, not trying to play therapist. I'm just looking at what you told me. Your mom was depending on you to take care of 4 other children. So where was your dad at? So he wasn't there physically. I don't know what it is, bro. Like, and I'm not trying to get too personal, but these Caribbean parents be doing mind games on us and these manipulations, bro. When I tell you, it may feel like he was physically there and we may feel like we don't have it as bad as the next person because, you know, some people don't know who their daddy is at all. You know, like some people don't even, they mama don't even know, you know? So people be trying to play them little guilt trip type shit when it's like you really weren't there physically, because if you were there physically, I would not have had to take care of 4 children, you know? Like, so... And then the fact that he's denying your sister, like, obviously he's not the best human being, you know. She said, I feel bad for saying this, but this doesn't feel real. She's literally answered every question I had, so I know she's telling the truth. I'm sorry this is long. Haven't told anyone about this. I want to talk to a therapist. Definitely talk to a therapist about this because, like I said, your dad is low-key manipulating you, but because he's the cool parent, you don't see it in the ways that your mom would because you grew up with her, and she's always been the disciplinary figure in your life, you know? So I would definitely advise getting some therapy, especially now that things are open again. Please give any advice. Here, I'm going to put the chat on the screen for you guys. Please give any advice. I will add updates when I get them. When I tell my dad or decide if I'll wait for him to tell me, I'm going to add some pictures of me and my brother, my dad, my half-sister, so you can see if we all look alike. Let me see. Y'all have the same eyes. Y'all have the same eyes and eyebrows. I'm very envious of y'all eyebrows. That's so crazy. You have a British sister. You have a British sister. She kind of looks like me a little bit. So cute. So cute. Okay, what y'all think? What's going on? Man, this is tough. I can relate. No, me too. But my dad has never denied his kids. That's one thing. Like, I have hella siblings. But my dad has never denied his kids, bro. Like, that's fucked up. That is fucked up. Like, Tandra says, some people got to be careful who they date because it might be your sibling. No, the way these people daddies be moving, no, for real. Especially because, like she said, I mean, culturally, we only migrate to what, 2 places in the U.S., New York and Florida. So you might want to be sure. And I mean, I'm blessed. I got a very unique last name. But if your name's John, you're not so lucky now, are you? Right? And yes, thank you, Tanisha. Please like the live if y'all like the live. Mio says, is he at least financially supporting the baby sister? I personally, in my opinion, and please check me, the person that wrote this, and check me if I'm wrong, I feel like old girl's probably hitting them up because that he stopped, because she said he stopped showing up. So your daddy was buying flights to Britain. Like, what the fuck, bruh? Kayana says, child, honestly, they better than me because I would have read the messages and went on with my day because that's his baggage. Thank you. You should not be carrying all of this. This is not your cross to bear. And it's kind of messed up that old girl hit you up and not her man that she got. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, that would have been my first priority, to make sure that my kids' siblings know who their people are, But again, I'm not trying to blame it all on Miss UK because I'm sure your daddy was doing his manipulation tactics. The fact that he even got you in his business like this is messed up. You should not be holding on to this because, his ass don't care. You even said he was a kikiing with you about it, about not having any other kids, knowing good and damn well he has a daughter at that. This says, damn, what's up with everybody having secret siblings lately? Look. British, right? The world is too small, Anthony. I agree. Yelissa says, call your dad out and get a therapist after. No, I would. Like, I wouldn't be able to sit on that. I'd be like, so you just weren't going to tell me you have another daughter? That's great. Patrick said, to the motherfucking British oil. Nar. Pretty Baby says, I doubt this is his only baby. If he's so brazenly joking, that's what I'm saying. Like, I would not play it past him. You have intercontinental, like, you're wilding. Like, I'm telling you right now, please leave any more advice that y'all can. Please leave more advice in the comments for this person, because I can relate to this, but not fully, because, again, like, I know who my step-parents are. Like, I know, like, you get what I'm saying? I know who my siblings are. Like, I know my dad's other kid. You get what I'm saying? So, like, I'm not fully there, but just I definitely feel you. Please leave some advice for them in the comments. But my main advice to you is break out of the role of being the family therapist, because I feel like you're putting other people's needs before yours a lot of the time, to the point where you are stressing out over another man's baby. And this is a toddler. Like, well, now this is a first grader, but you get what I'm saying? Like, your father had the active decision of starting over in a fucked up sense. I mean, it is what it is. We're all grown. He got to take his responsibility. You don't have to. You get what I'm saying? You don't got to keep in communication with the mama, right? You don't have to play parent to your younger sister. And I think that's what's really triggering for you, is that you already had to raise all these younger siblings, and now here's another younger sibling. So I think your first trigger was, damn, now I got to step in the parental role because I know my dad's not going to. Like, please don't take on that pressure. I used to beat myself up a lot with my younger sister and being like, because our age gap is just so far, because my dad decided he wanted to start over. And, like, I used to have a lot of guilt with myself, too, and be like, damn, like, I need to be doing more. Like, I need to be sending gifts. And it's like, no, bro, you did not decide to lay down and have no child. Like, you get what I'm saying, bro? Like, hit them up, on holidays. Hit them up on their birthday. Try to go and visit them when you can. Like, that's awesome. Go to the UK. Make a night. You get what I'm saying? And go say hey to them. Make cool little memories, but don't feel like you got to be a parent and, like, oh man, I haven't called so-and-so in 2 days. I need to call them. Like, you're not their parent. You don't need to FaceTime them to bed every fucking night. Like, please do not beat yourself up. And we got some good advice in this chat right now. So make sure once this video is processed, make sure you guys click the live chat button so y'all can see all of this stuff that people are saying. But yeah, I'm about to get on to this next story. This is the story that I was trying to get to last week, but it was a little lengthy, so I didn't do it. Yeah, apparently I'm at my 5 p.m. spot. It's only 3:22. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just in love with this water bottle. I need to get sponsored or something. All right, so 20 plus years of toxicity, and I finally let her go. 20 years is such a fucking long time, bro. I'm sorry. 20 years ago, I was in kindergarten. Yeah, no ma'am. So, hey, Nadja, I just watched your video about cutting people off, and I thought I'd send in my little cut-off journey with my friend since kindergarten. Okay, bet. So, we're about the same age, I'm guessing? So, I know this story may seem a little fluffy, but I promise it all ties in why I had to cut her off. Let me preface this by saying I am bi, and I have known for a while, but I did not come out, and I did not come out until I was in high school. I'm an empath, and in the past, I would allow people to vent to me and would be too attached to the outcome. I would become the problem solver instead of the solution seeker. Very interesting way of putting it. So I've never actually met another person with her name until I met... Ooh. Okay, well then if you haven't, then I'm not going to say the name then. Okay, well then we're going to call them the fake name. Okay, so then we're going to call them Janie. How about that? So, Janie and I met in kindergarten. We were one of the few bigger girls in the school, so we clicked up. Janie was the type to do anything to make someone like her, whether it was girls or boys. Ooh, excuse me. I drank that water too fast. Anyway... So the two memories I can recall was my other friend Mary telling Janie to run down the track with her pants down, and she did it. Aw, poor Janie. Janie must not have been getting attention in the house. Aw, man. Okay. Okay. So the second one is her lifting her little skirt up. Oh, to flash on the... Oh, my God. Yeah, Janie probably just not getting no attention in the house. No teaching of boundaries. Oh, my God. I remained close with Janie to keep her from embarrassing herself up until we went to different schools for middle school. So she was doing all that all through. Oh, girl, well, we didn't reconnect until around 7th or 8th grade. One day she asked me to go with her to some guy's house in the next city over, and I was down. We were drinking, listening to music on my phone, and laughing on our way to the guy's house, and my dumb ass wasn't paying attention to how we got there. We were kicking it with the guys and having fun. For some reason, Janie went to another room. After a while, I noticed she was gone, so I went to look for her. She was laying on the floor in some grown-ass man room. What is going on? Y'all say y'all in the 7th grade? Oh, y'all need to call the police. What the fuck? What the fuck? And y'all was drinking? Y'all, please do not drink. Like, bruh, your liver ain't even... Is she okay? You said... I squatted down to her and I told her, you can't be in this man's room. And she pushed me off of her. So when she pushed me, I cracked the mirror. Like, there was a man's closet and I cracked his mirror. The guys that we're hanging with came in and they told Janie to give them my phone so they can call my dad. Girl, she gave that boy my phone and he actually called my dad and told him that I was drunk over here breaking stuff. What is going on? And honestly, what in the underage drinking? Y'all can all go to jail and bite me. Like, what the fuck is going on here? I was crying so hard because I knew I was going to get in trouble. When I came back, Janie was gone and so was my phone. I ended up having to ask a police officer for a ride to a train station because I had no clue where I was and had walked miles in the opposite direction. What the hell is going on? How did y'all even get there? How did you even drive there? Oh my God. I stopped being Janie's friend until the summer of 9th grade. So this happened to you in middle school, girl. Are you okay? So I didn't see her. The next break in our friendship is a doozy. Janie started talking to this guy named Sam. She would tell me stuff about him and the stuff she does for him, and I just got the vibe that he was using her. She told me that he had a girlfriend, but she didn't care because he was giving her money. One day, Janie called me begging me to pretend like I wanted to be in a throuple. For some reason, Sam wanted 2 girlfriends. Y'all are babies. Like, who is... So, basically, I'm going to preface for y'all because these were babies. Okay, I'm just going to preface what's going down. Basically, they all, like, arranged to, like, do a throuple activity, if you get my drift. And she said no, but after a few months of begging and coercion, she gave into it. They got a hotel room, and then once they got the hotel room, she said she didn't want to do it anymore. What the fuck is going on? I am just so confused. Then at 10 p.m., she's like, oh, you should still come over. So then I went over there, drove 2 hours. How are y'all driving and you're this young? So I get over there and her and Sam are asleep. I was heated, but I didn't drive over there for nothing. So I start drinking. So then they start waking up and Janie goes to take a shower. And while she's taking a shower, I start hooking up with Sam. What is going on here? Where are the parents? Okay. I'm about to fast forward a little bit. Because I know that you're my age, but still, like, it doesn't matter. Like, I don't like that. Fast forward. So Janie was mad that her and Sam hooked up, basically. I was so confused because I thought that was the point. Sam started showing his true colors to Janie. He was broke as hell and started making her give him money because he gave her money one time, as I found out later along the line. Wow, so he was a dud. He just gave her money once. She over here talking about some... Oh my God, girl. This is a lot. I don't know if I can do this. I want to be polite and like read the whole thing, but this is like a doozy. Like, this is a doozy. It's giving Euphoria, you know? Okay, so they go to Pride together. Apparently, the next weekend, they go to the beach with a guy they met at Pride. And she was doing the most. She was twerking in the guy's face and licking her lips at me and just being really aggressive sexually. The guy felt uncomfortable, so he walked back to the car. When Janie and I walked back together, she told me she wanted for me to be her girlfriend. This kind of threw me up for a loop because I didn't know she liked me. I mean, girl, really? You didn't know? She over here asking you to hook up her and her broke-ass man? Shout out to Sienna for the donation. Thank you so much. I needed a break. I was getting a headache. I was swooning. She said the way my dad would have packed me up to Uncle Zeke was something like, no, like, are you kidding me? I would have got sent away to one of them Paris Hilton camps. Like, that's where I would have been. I would have been a castaway. Like, I would have been gone. What the fuck? So after that day at the beach, they stopped talking again for 2 years. So we're at Pride time again, and Janie and I decided to talk a little before Pride. I brought some clothes for her to wear. Girl, this is killing me. I don't think I could even do it anymore. Oh my God. Long story short, they go to Pride. Janie wants to dress slutty. Our girl does not have slutty clothes to provide. Old girl says, you're just jealous. And then you say that her family sucks. Like, bruh, this is too much, bruh. I don't even see how you literally broke off this friendship like 5 times. Oh, and all 5 of those times were major enough to never talk to somebody again in my book. Like, you ditched me. I'm in middle school, bro. I'm never, no. Finishing this up, she says, I know this seems small, but these are just the majorest events. No, those did not seem small. Those were exhausting. I didn't even get to read all of it. I am freaking exhausted. I also consider myself very empathetic. And part of my journey here is to work out, not letting that be my downfall, you know, and this was exhausting. You talk about, I know these seem small, but these are major-ish events. But that's on top of years of me constantly trying to boost her self-esteem, even though it wasn't my job, paying for everything when we go out, giving her advice when she has boy troubles, giving her strength to leave abusive relationships and never asking for anything in return, but just for her to love herself and be a good friend to me. I also had shit I was going through from past trauma, which is probably why I never had the courage to cut her off before. She was my last long-term friend, and I was holding on by a string, but once I started my spiritual self-love journey, I know that's right, I was able to realize our toxic relationship, and I knew I needed to cut her off. If I was ever going to be able to move on in my life, I just had to cut her off. It's been about a year, and she understands why we have to stop being friends. She hits me up occasionally for spiritual advice. No, friend, you really do need to cut this off because she is using your energy, bro. If you're about to go on any type of spiritual anything, you need to have the recognition of energy transfer. It's like, bro, this is not it. Like, I'm really going to need you to go no contact. There is no, oh yeah, I understand why we're not friends. Then what are we doing right now? Like, no, like, I don't need to know what's going on in your life. You don't need to know what's going on in my life. What are we doing? So I had to cut that off after a while, thank God, because this was just a way to rope me back in. Anyways, I'm working on myself daily. I feel good about my decision, but it's hard not having friends sometimes. I don't know if this matters, but I am a Pisces and she is a Cancer. Love you, Naj. Keep doing what you're doing. I see you blossoming into a beautiful, confident woman. And it is awesome. Thank you so much for the compliments. Here, I'm going to put the chat on the screen. I definitely agree with Mango Fairy in the chat. This is definitely an energy vampire. I just recently found out that I'm a Pisces rising, and it just makes so much more fucking sense to me now. I really just thought I was an Aries rising. So no, it makes so much more sense to me now. And I can relate. I also had a Cancer in my life that was like this. I still do, and I've just now started instilling boundaries. These people will do the emotional enmeshment that I talked about earlier. They will use you as the self-soothing for their emotional needs. The fact that old girl was okay with not fucking with you, not seeing you and all that, and just hitting you up for her spiritual needs, her emotional needs, like wanting you to constantly put her before you, and just, it's just too much. Yeah, I don't know. What y'all got to say? Sienna says, cash out me 20, I'll fight her. Pretty Baby says, I am also a Pisces and I have had 2 toxic friendships with Cancers. Damn. Mariah says, not a safe person. Yeah, definitely. No. Viv said, I'm glad she found her peace after she ended the friendship. Me too. And honestly, there has to be a point of isolation at some point in your spiritual journey. And then you branch out into like-minded community, you know, and she ain't like-minded community. She in the old ways. Okay. She in the old ways. Yes, and when Cancers are toxic, they are toxic, because I've come in contact with some really awesome Cancers in my life, like really awesome. The only Cancers that have ever tried me on that time have been family, because they feel that it's safe to do that emotional enmeshment that I talked about, you know, because statistically family's supposed to be safe, right? And yet water signs do stick together, but it's that familiarity that messes stuff up. I want to do a like a little zodiac segment where like y'all tell me like different little partner matches, or like maybe like different Venus sign matches, stuff like that, and like I could tell you like what I think. I've been wanting to do another zodiac segment. I just don't know how I'm gonna implement it quite yet, but that is an idea. So let me know how y'all feel. But yeah, I'm pretty sure we're all in agreement here. Keep that connection off, because definitely a freaking user. Energy vampire. Okay. So let's get into this next story. It is called I Was Being Played by a Manipulative Demon This Whole Time. And by the way, shout out to all the Cancers. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to all my Cancers and Scorpios, because I fuck with y'all also, and Pisces. Shout out to all the water signs. All right, so this person said, I realized I sent this to your other email like a year ago. No wonder you never read it. Sorry for the mistake. Here it is. So they sent this to me in 2020, and they were 19 in 2020. So now they're about like 21 now. Okay, all caught up. So, hey Nadja, heads up, the story's pretty long. I tried to condense it, but this is an entire year of BS. So let me tell you about this story about how I got played by a waste man. So this all started in January 2020. I was on Tinder. Get the fuck off of Tinder. I can't fucking express to y'all how stupid it is. Like, that's all I hear is y'all tell me how bad Tinder is. I was trying to find a rebound. I just got out of an entanglement with the guy who took my V card, and I was kind of sad and I wanted a distraction. So I'm on Tinder swiping through all the dusties, and I was honestly getting bored of the whole thing. But I found this guy who looked cute, and I thought, why not? So I swiped right, and we actually matched. This guy's name, we're going to call him Demon, because he always has been and forever will be on Demon time. So I messaged him, and we started talking, and the vibe was instant. He asked for my Snap. I should have seen that as a red flag, because this man is 22 and still on Snapchat. So you were 19 and he was 22. So he's about like 3 years older than you. Man. No, but seriously, sir, why do you have a Snapchat? You're 22. You can buy liquor. Like, what are you doing? And that's the only place that they talk from. Red flag. I say this in so many tribe teas. If that's the only place you're communicating with somebody is Snapchat, there's some type of perversion going on. And if you have a significant other, I'm sorry, you can call me petty. They should not have a Snapchat. Like, I'm sorry. And I'm sorry, bro. Like, that shit is just a breeding ground to cheat. I don't know. Like, you over here streaking bitches from middle school. Like, what are you doing? Anyway. So we're on Snap, and he's pressuring me from the jump to link, but I talk a lot of game and sometimes be bluffing because I'm still young and I'm not that experienced. But it's only been hours since we started talking, and I thought it was a bit much that he's already inviting me to spend the night. So we're talking, and after a couple days, we meet up. First impression, he's really cool, a little weird, kind of cornball vibes. How are you cool but cornball vibes? See, we need to be real with ourselves. He was giving cornball and he just looked good. Let's be real, because how you do both? Oh my goodness. And you said he charmed your pants off. Poor thing. And then they hooked up that day. That's that hurt. Didn't even establish, are we in a relationship? Like, that's why y'all need to leave teenagers alone. I know that people want to say like, oh, well, it's legal. They're an adult. In my academics voice, if they got a college ID, it's a teenager, bruh. Like, less than 10 years ago, it was legal to a dog in the state of Florida. But if I see my neighbor doing that, I'm gonna be sick. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's still sick. Like, because you can do stuff like this and coerce and manipulate, you know, like, that's messed up. That's messed up. And I know you probably don't view it that way at the time, but now that you're 22, would you date a 19-year-old, sis? Probably not, right? Like, nah, he's a whore. He wanted you to spend the night. He wants you to spend the night, girl. So they hooked up, and we continued to talk all January, girl. And then I left to go to school after winter break, because I go to school out of state. We did a whole long distance thing. He would drive up on the weekend. So I came back home in March because everyone was getting sent off because, you know, the pandemic. I'm over here thinking my life is about to be great because I'm about to be home with my boo and we won't have to do long distance. Nah, girl, now he can't cheat in peace. And I'm thinking everything is aligning with my fantasy. But instead, shit hits the fan. Back when we were getting to know each other, he told me a little about his ex and how she's crazy. And she cheated on him when she went to school out of state. So that's why he felt some type of way about me being out of state. Well, sir, I've always been about my education bag before you were here or not. So he would have just had to hung that up. Anyway, I felt bad for him because his ex was so crazy. She's such a crazy girl. So before, we used to talk all the time. We would FaceTime every day, you know. But now that I'm home because of C-19, he started to get real distance. And the text message got sparse and really spaced out. And then it turned into days of waiting for a response. This really hurt my feelings because I thought this was coming out of nowhere. But I remembered that he told me he was starting to feel down and all this stuff. And now he's depressed, girl. Just asking me not to shut him out, and I'm asking him not to shut me out, and that I still care about him. And this was met with no response. At some point, I just was talking to myself, basically just trying to check up on this man one day, and he just straight up blocks me. This really shocked me because we were in this relationship. Well, girl, did he ever ask you out? Like, I met his family. He asked me to be his +1 at his brother's wedding. And just talking about our future together. Girl, if I married the dude, that would... Girl. He was just done. He just blocked me on everything. Not a single explanation. When I tell you I was heartbroken, I am a Pisces as well. Aw, shout out to the Pisces. This is the Pisces stream. Poor babies. Poor babies. Oh, my God. Oh my God, my poor little babies. I'm super emotional, and I did stuff with him that I've never done with anybody. Just like, you know, physically and emotionally. Just to be dropped like that with no explanation shook me to my core. A regular person would think, okay, he's a piece of shit, let me leave him alone. But no, not me. I was simping over this dude so hard. So all of May, I kind of just focused on myself and tried to figure out how to love myself again despite everything. And I was starting to find happiness. Quarantine was fake lifted in my state, and I was able to see some of my friends and just emotionally recharge with people who actually love me. I know that's right. So one day in June, I thought that I should hop back into the dating scene. And this is all 2020, y'all. Like, this is 1 year. As soon as I hopped back on Tinder, why would you go back on Tinder? Why would you go back to the place that did not give you good results? Especially now, you know, after you've had 2 sexual encounters or whatever with 2 different people, like you said, you know, do the V card, whatever. Now you know that you are the type of person who, you know, on the body keeps the score type shit. Like, bro, like, I can't just be having casual connect type stuff, like, because that is a big deal to me. Maybe you should not be on Tinder. Don't go on Tinder. So I get a notification on Tinder that Demon adds me back on Snapchat. I was just so surprised. Wait, so as soon as you hop on Tinder, now Demon adds you back on Snapchat. He had been silent for months, but I still wanted to talk to him, so I added him back. And this started the back and forth from June until now of us talking and then blocking each other and him sending me a bunch of mixed signals. And when are we going to address the elephant in the room? Girl. This is tiring. Were you not tired? This is tiring. I wouldn't want nothing to do with him. Over here blocking me. Sir, you only got to block me once. You didn't even ask me to be your girlfriend. You blocked me. We don't ever have to speak again. Like, what are we doing? We're not friends. What is this? So I was slightly drinking dumb bitch juice. And somehow, I don't know what happened, girl. We just linked up one day in July. So, oh my God. Shout out to Sienna for the donation. Thank you so much. They said grabs purse, the Viola Davis gift. Would it just be grabs? Oh my God. So now we link one day in July and we hook up again. When we linked up, he finally apologized and told me that he ghosted me for his ex. Did he tell you that before or after you gave him the biscuit? What the hell, sis? Oh my God. This shocked me because I thought she was crazy. You're crazy, girl. Oh my God. Of course, delusional little old me thought things were finally aligning in my fantasy. So I thought we should give it another try. Oh, Lord, girl. Shout out to Victoria for the super chat. Thank you so much. They said, as a Pisces, I had an interesting time on Tinder with a military man and a pint of Fireball. What is up with them with the Fireball? I also have experience with, yeah, what a time, girl. Yeah, it was, we had a time that night, right? Like, y'all can keep the military men. Y'all can keep all of them. Thank you so much again for the donation. So, fast forward to yesterday, August, and he hits me up on his throwaway page on Instagram. Girl, if these are giving you side chick flags, if anybody out there can relate to this story, like, fuck zodiac signs and all that shit, like, you're a side chick or a side dude or a side they, them. Because, yeah, you're not being the main priority here, so what are we doing? So he hitting you up on the throwaway that I did not block him on because I never thought he'd message me there, and he told me to unblock him on Snap and we need to talk. I say okay, but I'm not expecting much from the convo. But as I'm on Instagram, I see all these suggested pages I follow, and guess whose page is a page suggested? His ex. Or should I really say his whole ass girlfriend? His girlfriend. Her page literally had pics of them up and down. She even had a highlight on her page called Boo with pics of them. That is so fucking embarrassing. Men are so damn embarrassing. Like, why would you even have a playlist called Boo? Like, I'm sorry, but until you got a ring on that finger, I'm gonna need you to not have your personal Instagram have a whole thing called Boo. Like, because Boo could change. Unless you want some, like, player, what's it called? Lori Harvey, and the Boo highlight is just different, dude. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because all you're doing is just opening the floodgates to the hey, sis. Hey, girl, can we talk? Look, I was furious. Literally, all this time from June, he told me he's single and he's really been with his ex. Girl, he told you that's what he was doing. He told you that's what he was doing. So you want me to unblock you just to tell me we should not talk to each other anymore? Like, sir, I already thought of that. That's why your ass was blocked in the first place. You're a damn lie. So I'm on the phone with my best friend who he knows. Your best friend who he knows? Do you mean like she just knows of him, or she knows him? Because, like, Fran, why would you not tell me about that? But so I'm vented to her, and telling her how I feel, and I decided to DM his girl, telling her that Demon is a cheater. I thought that was messy, and I was over all of it, but my friend has a mind of her own, so she DM'd the girl. See, now that's crossing the fucking line. I'll be so fucking mad at my friend for that. I'll be like, girl, stay in your fucking lane. Like, don't do that, bro. Like, if I specifically ask somebody, don't do that, like, I got my own way I'm about to go about this shit, don't take it into your own hands. That's kind of messy. No shade to your friend. That would rub me the wrong way, though. I'll be like, sis. But she was like, she was looking out for me. Honestly, though, you're right. I'm a chill. Because you're right. You did need some rescuing. You needed an intervention. So let me shut the fuck up. Your friend was right. You needed an intervention. Anyway, so she DMs the girl. Meanwhile, he's on Snap messaging me like crazy, telling me I'm crazy, to stop what I'm doing, and that he's sorry and still wants to be friends. But he still wants to work things out with his ex. Wow. His girl ends up messaging me first and just asking me about details on the situation, and I tell her everything and apologize because I did not know they were together, and I would never willingly be a side chick or ruin someone's relationship. And girl, you know she's gonna stay with him. Anyway, Demon is a whole ass liar. He said she cheated on him when really he was doing the cheating. That's why she left him. No, girl, she never left him because she's going to keep taking him back even after this. She also told me that he told her about me in March when they started talking again, but played it down like our relationship wasn't serious. She was super hurt that he was cheating on her, but she didn't put it past him because this is repeated behavior, and he's just a shitty boyfriend to the both of us. Girl, he doesn't belong to anybody. That man belongs to the streets. He is no one's boyfriend. After me spilling everything to her, Demon messages me for a final time, trying to flip everything we've done together on me. Like I forced him to do shit. Literally everything we did, he initiated. Like, what the fuck? But I was already talking to his ex, and she believed me. So it is what it is. I mean, from all of this, I'm kind of sad that things didn't work out for us. Girl, would you want to be her? Would you want to be living in her reality? Because I know I wouldn't. I know I wouldn't. I would not want to be in her reality. Like, what? Talking about things. Girl, no. I know this was just God protecting me from that literal demon. Yes. He lied to the both of us like I was nothing and completely disregarded my feelings. I also found out he cheated on me in January after I left for school with some busted ass chick. Ooh, girl. I'm not hung up on... Girl, he is a whore. He is a whore. Like, I don't usually wish bad for others, but I'm a believer in karma, and I'm hoping he gets everything that's coming to him. Okay, I talk too much. Thanks for reading this, whatever you do, Nadja, and thanks, Tribe, for listening to my mess. I just hope none of you have to deal with these scummy men like Demon. I've learned my lesson, and now I'm going to move on from all of this. I attached some pictures of me, Demon, and his ex, and you can describe what me and Demon look like, and if you want, but not his ex only, because she didn't consent to it. Okay. Why are you still talking to Demon? So the Demon consent to it? Don't talk to him no more, girl. Don't talk to him no more. You're the girl in the red. Okay, that's you in the red dress. And then this is Demon with the striped shirt. Demon looked like Vic Mensa. Help. And then this is the girl. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's giving first BM energy. Like, I would not be surprised if they are still together and they end up having a child or something. And not him saying he flew you out in one of these screens. He took a picture of her and put it on Snapchat talking about, I flew her out because I miss her. And, like, he is a whore, bro. I'm sorry. 'Cause he's a whore. Anyway, what do you guys think? That man is a whole mess. Holy shit, I thought it was clogged up. Bruh, look at my pants, and I'm about to go somewhere. Help. Hopefully it'll dry. Yeah, everybody's agreeing. Get tested. Get tested. Get tested, bro. It's been a long time, but shit. Do not talk to him. Block him everywhere. Because if his main chick does finally get tired of him, which I doubt it, because again, she's giving like first baby mama energy. Like, that's the only way I can describe it, because she did not consent to be described. But the fact that you said he consented to be described, why are you talking to him? Why are you talking to him? But yeah, I do agree. Get tested. Do not hook up with him anymore. Don't even give him a rope to hang himself with, because he's obviously going to take a mile every freaking time. Yeah, I'm probably just going to use a blow. It's already starting to fade. Look. It's already starting to fade. So yeah, I'm probably just going to hit it with a blow dryer. But yeah, stop talking to him. If you are talking to him, I'm your subconscious. Stop talking to him, please, and thank you. So these stories were a little bit longer than I thought they were going to be. So I'm not going to be reading the last one about the nosy neighbor, but I feel like these three were pretty interesting. So yeah, I'm going to stop right here. If you guys have any advice for any of the three stories, here's a refresher. We have the My Father Has a Secret Family, the 20 plus years of toxicity. That one that killed me. Oh my God, y'all. That drained me. That girl was a mess. Miss Janie. And then the last one we just read, being manipulated by a demon, girl. Like, that is a lot. If you guys want your stories read on my channel, whether it's something crazy you've been through or something that you need help, like you're actively going through, just send it to this email above whenever it wants to pop up. It takes us a little sweet time when I'm streaming in 1280. So whenever she decides to make her appearance, it is TRIBETEA at shopvoodoochild.com. Okay, all types of stuff you can send in. Any stories, or if you have sent me in a story in the past and I never got around to it and it's like an old email or something like that, you can resend it. There are rules, so make sure you check out the description, because that is where the video is at, where the TRIBETEA rules is. Okay. I'm really mad my little ticker won't show up so that y'all could see it. Boom. Oh, and shout out to everybody that's been in this live since the beginning. Here it goes. Yeah, just make sure you guys like the stream on the way out also. But yeah, it is TRIBETEA at shopvoodoochild. Okay. And if you guys want to see me on social media and any other places, you know, you have the website. I'm going to be doing a giveaway in July. I promise, okay? More information about that will be up leading up into it. I am on TikTok. My store is on TikTok, and I'm on Instagram as well. So, yeah, make sure you guys come by and check me out in other places. And then once this live stream is over, I'm going to have my vlog channel and my podcast that I do with my boyfriend. I go live every Friday on Patreon with the Nadja Daniel podcast, and we post highlights on Saturday. And I'm going to be posting a vlog tomorrow of my last day/night in Miami. I actually went to Hollywood Beach because I really wasn't vibing with South Beach like that. But yeah, if y'all want to see all that stuff, stay tuned. And if you want to stay on this channel, go to my Medicated Diaries playlist and go catch up on that. I'm talking about inner child work, inner teen work. And for those of you guys that wanted to hear about that book that I was mentioning earlier with the emotional enmeshment and stuff with your parents and stuff, I think that is on the inner teen video. And then I also bring up another book suggestion in my inner child video. So yeah, that's it. I'm done rambling. Thank you guys so much again for sending in your stories, and thank you all for joining me in this live chat. There was about like 300 plus of y'all, so thank you so much. And yeah, stay tuned for more content. Peace.